I know.
How you doing, Officer Ryker?
Hello. Just giving you a quick call in regards to Windel Santana. You're still representing him, right?
Correct.
Cool. I had a chat with Judge Bailey last night. He kind of let us know that they're, I guess, revisiting the negligent ownership.
I am working
thing.
on him with that.
Yeah, cool. I mean, I had a chat with him about it. We threw some ideas around, kind of let him know how it's sort of dealt with on our end. The things he was kind of putting forward made sense. So just wanted to let you know, based on, I think he's writing a case law about it or something.
Yep,
Kind of
it's
what?
a update to the current gun laws, because fundamentally, well, there's a number of things. Losing weapon licenses based on a warrant that the DOJ is currently referencing as an internal document would be a violation of the Constitution, because it's an illegal search and seizure. Probable cause has not gone through due process.
Yeah, I agree with the fact that the negligent ownership charge is kind of just not actually. So the thing that we discussed was differentiating between the negligent ownership charge and negligent ownership, because you can lose the way it's written currently is you can lose your license for negligent ownership without being charged with the negligent ownership charge. The whole thing is anyway. He gave me some insight as to where he's going with it. So I liked what he was saying. And I was going to wait until that gets pushed to cancel Santana's warrant.
Yep.
But I feel like that's erring on the side of bad faith, so I've canceled it.
Oh, fantastic. Okay.
Yeah.
That
so he's
is good. I appreciate that. You're doing the right thing, Officer Ryker. And I hope that more people take example from you from that, because at the end of the day, look, I know people, I can upset a lot of cops. I'm defending my clients, right? That's what I got to do.
No, it's complacency, and I'll be honest with you, I'm a little low on my voice. Your name's being sort of dragged around in the mud a little bit, and I think it's just people are upset that you're challenging their complacency.
Yeah.
So I hope you don't step off the gas.
Oh, I'm not.
I'm
running for mayor, and I've locked in about 300 votes by my estimate.
Yeah.
So the way I'm going to say it like this, Officer Ryker, officers that are like yourself, the ones who are doing things for the right reasons, because you decided to take that gun and a badge because you want to make a difference and protect people, and applying these laws in a way that is on good faith, is officers that I want to see in power. And those that are straying away from that ideology, I am going to do my best to make sure they are removed. And if they may not believe it now, but when it happens, just as the FOIA went up, common law went up, and gun changes are starting to happen, they're going to find out. Because
so I've been dealing a lot with sort of firearms, because no other cop, it seems, on the PD is actually capable of documenting retrieved firearms properly. So I've been taking a lot of that. So if you need any insight from the PD's perspective about how like negligent ownership and firearm ownership should be done,
well,
I'd love to be part of the conversation.
Well, I'll tell you what I've been speaking to Bailey about, and it's pretty extensive, right? The various points, but in regards to documentation, we're spitballing a records report, right? So effectively, the process would consist of that individuals would effectively make there's a couple ideas, but the one that I personally lean towards is a civilian signs an affidavit and submits it. And so that would go into a database, right?
Is this in regards to stolen firearms?
Correct.
Yes.
And
so
that
going down to PD, down to PD to make a report is primitive. It doesn't work. It's
primitive. It's a waste of officer time. You are just dictating, like the officer is spending 30 minutes dictating words that civilian can write themselves and sign.
Yes.
So a form that acts and is written as a affidavit, they would say, I lost this here. This is the gun. This is my signed affidavit. And in there, you now have a database, aka an Excel sheet, that has their name, has their state ID, has their phone number, has this and that, you can just control F search instead of having to search through reports.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I want to move away from, because like, for example, when we retrieve a firearm, let's say it's using a gang shooting or something, and we go, okay, who owned this? We need to find out if they filed a report.
Yeah.
If like we search their state ID and we look through reports for ones that have like the stolen firearm tag, and if the reporting officer just forgot to put the stolen firearm tag on the report, it won't show up. So like legal gun owners are just getting fucked because of a primitive system. It needs to be automated. That was a suggestion I made to Judge Bailey, and he said that's just a pipe dream. And to be honest, wasn't a fan of that. But
yeah,
that's sort of beyond what I can do there. But
absolutely, Bailey's a good one, and I want to make it very clear that him and Angel are going above and beyond to make sure things change. And just because you see certain names signing off on legislation doesn't mean they're behind it. I want you to keep that in mind. One last thing I got for you, Ryker, and this is I'm hoping an off the record between us thing, and this is my way of gauging my trust in beyond this conversation.
Sure.
If an individual had their possessions illegally searched and you were privy to that information, would you report it up? Schemo, thank you for 4 months.
Short answer is yes.
Okay. And I think people like that should be protected. I think right now this Whistleblower Act compromises people from being able to speak out.
Yeah,
and I think that's dangerous. I think it's allows for vindictiveness, and people that do speak out against illegal searches by a superior should be protected from losing their job or being harassed. So know that, folks like myself are trying to make sure that doesn't happen.
Sure. Do you want a copy of this expiring warrant, by the way?
Yes, please.
You're 1166, right?
1166, yes. And by the way, I haven't actually gotten a singular shared report yet from any of those FOIAs. I don't know if that's intentional. I've got the numbers ready. So we're at 50 hours right now. Yep.
So on I'll probably get them all done like a couple of hours before the 72-hour mark, just so we don't go over 72 hours. I'm around all day tomorrow.
I don't know what your internal processes are, but I would recommend, right, that internally y'all should have a 48-hour window, because you don't want to run into that danger that you get into the last 24 and the city has an earthquake, and you know what I'm saying? Shit happens, right? You want to make sure you protect yourself.
I don't like that, and I'll tell you why. The way that people become better at their jobs is by learning hard lessons, and like when they get fucking devastated in court, they get shredded in court, and they learn that lesson that way. They don't SOPs aren't going to teach somebody to do their paperwork properly. It's getting shredded in court and embarrassed. That's how they learn. My
counterpoint to that is that you have currently 6 officers on duty. Most of the individuals that I end up having to deal with in the cells have been cadets. I don't know if it's like a shift 2 thing or what the deal is. So for some reason, people are becoming cops and then disappearing. And so a lot of those responsibilities are going to go on to people that aren't going to learn a lesson because they're going to be gone.
Yeah, I agree with you on that one. To be fair, this weekend's a special one, I guess. But I see where you're coming from. Your point still stands.
Yep. All right. Well, I appreciate this conversation, and I look forward to working with you more.
Yeah, I've shared the report with you as well.
And for those that you are close with, right? I hope you get them to critically think about the why is my name being dragged through the mud, and for what reason. And to I am looking to speak to officers in groups outside of Mission Row. So if you have any friends and family that want to pick my brain, I'm been entirely transparent about everything I'm gonna do, just as I have been with you, and my intent to remove people from the police department at the very top, who I think are a danger to the sanctity of Los Santos, let's say.
Sure. Yeah, it sounds good.
All right. All right, thank you very much.
No worries. I'll speak to you
Take
tomorrow. Oh, can you email me what you need for those DNA samples? You said you'd email me for your client's DNA being taken.
Yeah,
I need that as well.
Absolutely. I'm going to be getting a yeah, I'm actually putting together like a thing, and then I'll send it like as a package, you know.
All right, sounds good.
Yep. All right.
All right, bye.
You take care. Bye.